the task scheduler. We can create a new account by registering, or we can log in into a pre-registered account by providing the credentials. This forward password facility also works in our system. We can also reset the password or log out from the system in the user authentication. For the task scheduler, we can schedule, modify, cancel, and retrieve the task. Let's create a task named arithmetic calculations and provide it the lambda URL. It accepts two parameters, number 1 and number 2, and performs arithmetic calculations on them and returns the result. We can also provide retries and retries delay. What retries are, if the task fails, then it will try to reschedule the task after time delay between retries till the task succeeds or the number of retries expires. So we can schedule it at 40. Let's schedule it. Our task has been successfully scheduled. So if we go to the retrieve task and we select all, then we can see our task in the scheduled state. We can also see the task, retrieve the same task by using the task instance as scheduled, and we can see all the details, task name, ID, URL. This retries left is a dynamic variable which gets updated as the number of retries decreases. We can see the parameters. Now, if the task is not created by the user, say, like this task is not created by the user, currently logged in user, we cannot see the retries left in the lambda URL details of that task. Now, if we try to modify this task, we need task ID, and this we can see the task is scheduled at 23:40. Let's schedule it immediately by modifying the task. We provide the task ID and we modify it to run immediately. So our task has been modified, and if we go to retrieve task and see the status, now we can see the task has been completed since, and the modified time we can see is 23:38. We can also see the response. The response we got is 2200 status code, and these are the results after performing the arithmetic calculations on the two numbers we provided as parameters. We can also cancel the task, but only the tasks which are in scheduled state can be cancelled. So if we try to cancel a task which is not in scheduled state, then it will throw an error that lambda has already been triggered. That's all for scheduler. Thank you.
So I will be explaining about the AWS Task Orchestrator part of the library. So Task Orchestrator has three parts: schedule, retrieve, and cancel. So first, let's start by scheduling a task. I will give this task a name of task check. I will give the URL of lambda task. Here you have to separate the task you want to execute in the order by comma. So condition check task URL is used for verification purpose if the task actually succeeded. I will give this URL for AWS Lambda URL for this. Initial delay is the time after which the task starts running. Initially it is put in a scheduled state, but after this after 10 seconds it will start running. Condition check retries is the amount of retries done if the task fails. So suppose task fails, then it will the library will check two more times for this task to make it successful, and if it does in that two retries, then it will not be considered as failed task. Fallback task URL is the URL of the AWS Lambda run after if a particular task fail. If one of these three tasks fail, then this URL will be run. Time delay for condition check is the time delay for checking the condition provided here after a particular task succeeds. So I will put it equal to 100 millisecond here. time delay between retries is corresponding to this thing. So when I schedule this task, I get a unique ID which I can use to get more info about that task. So for retrieving the task, I will give all instances, so it will fetch all the instances. So as you can see here, this task is in a running state. So when I see here, like initially it was in running state, but now it has completed, and task state detailed field tells us more about the task. So it is showing here that the third task got succeeded. Okay, yeah, so you can be more specific here and use filter it on the basis of completed tasks. So the task which we just ran and got completed, if you want to see the failed tasks, you can put it here and retrieve them. So there are currently 3 failed tasks. Similarly, cancel is used to cancel the task. So I will use this ID here, but it will not allow cancelling this task because orchestration has already triggered. So task can only be cancelled if it is in scheduled state and not running state. But this, as this was this already finished, it cannot be modified later. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
To do if server crashes. Problem was if the task is scheduled after 20 seconds from now and within 10 seconds server crashes, then the timer associated with that task is resolved due to server crash and it will remain in the scheduled state forever. The solution we found for the problem was to build a recovery script for the scheduler and orchestrator tasks, which runs every time the server restarts. It retrieves details of the task from the database, and if the task is in scheduled state, it will reschedule the task at the time provided by the user, which is stored in the database. Or if the task is in running state, it will update task state to failed, since a running task can both end up in a completed state or a failed state. That's all from our side. Thank you.